This was a party in which partygoers or attendees were fired upon. We would like to speak to every individual that's in that video.
It's just a shame that you cannot have a party.
Donna Hebert, president of the East New Orleans Advisory Commission, says the recent violence has inspired them to replan a crime summit they had previously scheduled for before COVID.
And I'm asking whoever attends to bring a solution, because everyone has an idea of what should be done. So we need counselors, we need juvenile judges, we need the district attorney.
Again, another senseless crime.
District E Councilwoman Cindy Wynn has also been working to address the crime in her community. She's been hosting monthly crime prevention meetings, but yet the area has continued to see violence.
What more needs to be done?
I think we need to continue to stay engaged and continue to work together. I think many citizens feels like it is just NOPD, but there's a whole segment of criminal justice that gets involved as we deal with crime.
As police keep searching for suspects in this mass shooting, Chief Ferguson says officers are tirelessly working to solve this.
A lot of people have been wanting to judge our department on their clearance rate. And I can tell you in every district, they have been pushing very hard to solve these cases.
With shootings in New Orleans East feeling like a daily occurrence, Hebert is ready to see a change and hopes others will join her.
We're talking about it. We have been talking about it for quite some time now. But when is something going to happen to turn this around?
Paul Dudley, Eyewitness News.